Hi there, my name is Kristy Chase, and I'm officially able to call myself an internet marketer. And that wasn't always the case. I have a 2-year history of roadblock after roadblock after roadblock that prevented me from being able to say that out loud. But I was recently invited by a mentor of mine in the internet marketing arena to take part in her newest training course and platform. And I'll be honest with you, I was pretty skeptical about that. I figured I'd either never complete it or never get my head wrapped around all of the challenging moving parts that, I'd have to do that has stopped me time and time again. But my mentor is a heavy hitter in the internet marketing field. And if you know who she is, then you know that if she has a product or she has a course, you can't turn it down. Okay. Brenda Gagne, she knows what she's doing. And further, she cares that I do. And so I started the course, and the course is Results 513. And it's pretty neat because the modules aren't like any other courses that I've ever taken. And I didn't know that it was going to be that way. Like, it was just different. It was completely different. See, it's different because it started with me, not technology, not big terms, not all the big challenging computer things that I was going to have to fight with. It was about me. It was about getting my head on straight. It was about understanding what I need to do and, how I needed to think and how I needed to, work on me, work on myself, what my daily plan was going to be every single day. And, how to put together a plan that not only I design, but that I control. And so, not just as it pertains to the how to, but also the want to. And of course, this led from training to training to training through the modules, just filled with so much of the how to that I learned step by step exactly what I needed to know, regardless of what product that I'm going to sell, to understand who I'm marketing to, how they think, what my message is, and how to say that and deliver that in their words, and how to relate to them as buyers, and how to build relationships with them and keep them. And what I learned about the technical sides, as well, I learned, how to get a website, how to set it up, how to prepare it for the building tools, how to use the building tools, how to go from nothing to having a finished product to then being able to share it with the world online. And then you're ready to get started. That's truly the beginning. And I didn't know that before. I never caught that all that preparation stuff is before it starts. And from there, I learned about how to market online, how to get eyes on what I created, and where to go to do that, how to do it, when to do it. So, listen, I've had 2 years of buying course after course after course and product after product. I mean, I like new things and I love learning, so I'm always gathering new things, but something was always missing. There wasn't anything that came together. This had every component that I never knew I always wanted. And I was able to see the vision so that I could do the work to make it happen. Because it wasn't about Brenda or the excuses that you make day in and day out. It's not about whether or not, you've got too many work hours, or you got to spend more time with the kids, or family's coming into town. All excuses are equal when it comes to not completing something because life gets in the way, even if every single one of those are extremely valid reasons. But something different happened in Results 513. I became something more. I grew. I walked down a path of like having hope and an idea and like these mixed internal messages of this belief of I can do it. I think I can, to yes, I can. And I'm doing it. And now I'm not ashamed to say to anybody that I'm an internet marketer. I've said it multiple times just in the past week. If there was one takeaway, there isn't just one. I'd love to identify that one thing that got me going and got me hooked, but it's the completeness. It's the synergy of the actual training, all the components, the community, the conversations, all of that was created, the support, the genuine care of each person that was in the class, the fact that the trainers have your back. I was dealing with the same day-to-day little pressures and things that I had before. My schedule was tight. The same kinds of things could have gotten in my way as before. But it was different. Like every day I obsessed about getting back to my computer, getting back to doing the homework, getting the modules done. I was so hungry for the trainings. It was just, it's one of the best things I think I've ever chosen to do. And I'm not going to say some cliche like, oh, this changed my life. I think that's totally overused. No matter how true it is, we've become desensitized to that word. But what I am going to tell you is it changed me. I became more. I grew so much in this course. And, you know, there's all the technical stuff. But for me, that stuff comes easy. I was in the IT field in my past life. So that part was easy. And trust me, it's not just about the technical knowledge to be able to do this. You need so much more. You cannot build a puzzle if you don't know how the pieces fit together. You know, you can't build an entire beautiful picture if you don't have all the pieces. And you definitely won't sit down to put that puzzle together if you don't know what that picture is ultimately going to look like, you know, when you're done. And then you definitely won't do it if there's no value, if it just doesn't mean anything to you. In Results 513, I found the meaning in my picture. I was finally able to see like the end picture from the beginning. I was given the pieces and I was taught how to fit them together in a step-by-step manner. And it's all come together for me, and it feels great. It feels really great. I can't give it justice by giving a testimonial, but please know that just from one single individual person, it was like a light at the end of my tunnel. Talking about cliches. And the really most exciting part to me is I'm just getting started. Now I can go market anything I want. And I already have 3 offline clients that I'm consulting for and teaching them how to do this stuff. And I'm earning money from that, but now I'm also able to earn money from online efforts, selling anything I want. So if you're kind of like wondering whether or not you should get Results 513 or whether or not you can afford it, here's a question that I have for you. Can you afford not to? Anyway, thanks for letting me ramble. God bless.